Hey, sweetie, did you get off work yet?
I'm in the middle of a work social, so don't bother waiting up for me.
Frank, I told you that you need to come home early today. And this is absolutely no time for you to be drinking right now. Please think about taking better care of your health.
Oh, please, save me the big lecture tonight. You think that I came to the work social because I wanted to come? Do you even know what it's like for a working man struggling to make it in a company when you're sitting around at home all day? Sometimes you have to come to these work dinners even if you don't want to if you want to survive in the company. How many times do I have to tell you that it's not an exaggeration when I say that attending company dinners is a natural extension of my work?
But I told you that I have something important to tell you today.
What is it that you have to tell me? Say it right away and don't stall like that, alright?
It's not something that I can tell you by texting. It's something that I have to tell you face to face.
Oh my God, just say it now. I know it's not going to be a big deal anyway, so don't waste any more time and just tell me quickly.
Okay, well, the results from the health checkup came back, and the results are not very good.
What do you mean the results are not very good? Just make it clear so that I can actually understand it, will ya?
Frank, they found signs of cancer during the health checkup.
What? Is that true?
Well, we'd have to do a more thorough examination to know the full details. But it seems they found a type of cancer that is especially hard to treat in the colon. I think it's very surprising, but try not to worry too much about it. The treatments for cancer have become quite advanced these days, and I'm sure we'll see good results if we do the treatments.
Wow, who knew that things would go in such an unexpected turn of events? I never thought that you would get cancer in a million years. I've heard that people with colon cancer don't survive for very long, so then I guess you are going to die and ascend to the spirit world soon, right?
What did you say?
How long do you get to live exactly when you get colon cancer? Well, whatever, honestly, I don't really care. I'm not really that interested, and it doesn't really concern me, so you don't have to tell me if you don't want to. Then I guess we'll just have to go to court and file for divorce as soon as possible.
What? Go to court and file for a divorce? Are you speaking in the right state of mind? How drunk are you right now that you're saying such nonsense to me like that?
Oh, I'm not drunk at all right now. The company dinner was a big fat lie, and I'm actually enjoying myself at the moment with my girlfriend. I'm more sober than ever, alright? So you pay close attention and listen to me right now. I am not the kind of sweet, generous guy who can take care of a sick wife who has cancer, okay? I can't watch you run around in your hospital robes with all your hair falling out. I won't be able to stand for that, and I couldn't possibly be living together with you anymore, so let's just get a divorce quickly, and you can go on and get out of my house.
What? Are you being serious with me right now? You were cheating on me with another woman? It's not enough that you were cheating on me, but you want to throw me away like an old, used-up shoe just because I have cancer? Doesn't it mean anything to you that we were living together as husband and wife for over 10 years? Don't you feel any sense of loyalty as a spouse or even a fellow human being?
What are you talking about right now? I don't know what you mean with that sort of nonsense, but I can't do anything with such stupid garbage. I don't need an old woman who's ugly and wrinkly and who just got herself a death sentence to boot. What I need is my girlfriend who is 10 years younger than me, who is gorgeous and healthy and who makes me giddy just to look at her. And don't blame me, only blame yourself who couldn't even take good care of your own body and brought cancer on yourself. Anyway, you're gonna die soon and you won't be needing any money or the house once you're gone, so you can just leave the clothes on your back without taking anything else, right? Do whatever you want. If you want to go back to your parents or be a homeless person in the streets, it's your choice and your responsibility as an adult.
Well, okay, I guess you're right. If you have cancer, then you really don't need a house or money or anything of that sort, so you should just leave with the clothes on your back and nothing else. I mean, you really shouldn't take any material things that you can't even bring with you when you die, so you should just leave it all to your family.
Finally, now you understand what I'm saying, don't you? Then you'll grant me the divorce and sign the papers as quickly as possible, right? I mean, I'd rather be a divorcee than a widower because it just sounds a lot better socially, if you know what I'm saying. I don't want to have some pathetic label of a poor widower on me. You get it, right?
Fine, I will agree to the divorce. I'll pack your bags for you right away so that you can get out of the house as soon as possible. If you want to go to your girlfriend's house or sleep on the streets, I guess that's entirely your business.
Huh? What are you talking about? I thought you had colon cancer, but did the cancer already spread to your brain too? Why would I get out of my own house?
Well, you just said that the one who has cancer and who's about to die soon doesn't need anything else, so they should just leave with the clothes on their back and nothing else, didn't you? Or did you already forget what you just said?
Well, you are the one who got cancer, so you should get out, not me.
You still don't get it, do you? How you ever managed to get a job in a company and get a girl to go out with you with that level of intelligence? It's really a huge mystery for me, honestly. The one who got cancer in their health checkup results is you, not me.
Don't you dare lie to me. There's no way that I have cancer.
Well, then go and do the close inspection, then you'll know for sure, won't you? Whatever the results are, it's not really my concern in the least, but I'm just letting you know that's what the hospital told me.
Okay, fine, you got my attention. I'm heading home right away. When I get home, we can search for a hospital together and make an appointment right away. I'm sure it won't be a big deal in the end, so don't worry about it too much and just wait up for me.
Huh? What did you say? Did you used to flip burgers when you were younger or something? Because the way that you flipped your mind just now was quite awe-striking.
Hey, you know I was just kidding around just now, okay? I thought that you would be feeling a bit depressed because you had cancer, so I was trying to make a joke and cheer you up. I'm gonna excuse myself out of the company dinner right now, so just wait for me while I get home, hon. Sweetie, the close-up examination results are back. It turns out I really do have colon cancer. And the doctor told me that I only have 6 months more to live. I mean, how could I, of all people, get cancer? What kind of a crime did I commit that God wanted to take me away at such a young age? I'm not feeling ill at all and I have no pains in my body, and yet they're saying that I will be gone from this world in just half a year. Honey, what should I do now? Why aren't you saying anything, my love? Your husband just got a death sentence, so why are you just shutting up and not saying anything? Say something. Anything.
I don't know, Frank. What should I say? I don't have anything to say to you. Oh, yeah, I almost forgot. Can you go to the court with me tomorrow so that we can ask for a divorce? I don't want to be labeled as a woman who sucked the energy out of her husband or anything like that. Since it wouldn't look too great when I want to get remarried later, you know? You understand me, right?
I just told you that the doctor informed me that I don't have much to live because I have cancer. How can you say such cruel things to me right now in such a terrible situation? You don't feel any sense of a commitment towards your husband who you were together with for 10 years?
Aren't you the one who betrayed that commitment first? Didn't you say that you didn't need a wife that had cancer? And that you would rather live happily ever after with your new girlfriend after you divorce me as soon as possible?
Listen, I was just fooling around with her. She means nothing to me. Think of it as occasionally ordering takeout Chinese food, you know? Sometimes you want to have some sweet and sour pork when you feel bored of always eating at home. I mean, it was not even like sweet and sour pork. It was just like ordering and eating some cheap fried noodles that's become all soggy. How could I possibly compare you, who is a good, devoted wife and a wise, intelligent woman, to that tramp who I just met once in a while to pass the time?
Nah, I don't think so, Frank. I don't think I'd be very good for you either. What can I, an old, ugly woman, possibly do for you by your side while you're trying to battle cancer and fight for your life? If you want to extend your life for even one more day, then you need the fresh, bright energy of a young, pretty girl. So, just get rid of an old thing like me and get married to your lovely girlfriend. I've heard that sometimes God can even grant the wishes of the ones who's passed on. So how could he possibly refuse your wish to be with the one you truly love since you're about to die soon? I understand it all, Frank, so don't you worry about me.
Please, don't say such cruel things to me, dear. Hearing you talk like that makes my heart go chill and ice cold. There's no one in this whole wide world who I can trust except you. My so-called girlfriend blocked my number as soon as I mentioned that I've been diagnosed with colon cancer. She's a truly cold-hearted wrench if I ever met one. I know I was the bad guy here since I got tricked by her and it led me to betray you. I really did you wrong, and I know I deserve to die, but I promise that I won't betray you ever again. So can't you just forgive me this one last time and take me in as your loving husband? How can I go on alone without you, fighting cancer and facing death all by myself? The truth is, I'm really scared. So please, sweetie, please stay by my side, won't you?
If I was the one who had cancer, then you would have gotten rid of me without a second thought, correct? I know exactly what kind of person you are now. So how can I possibly live with you knowing full well the truth of who you really are? I'm sorry, Frank, but I'm not such a generous person who can take care of a husband who's betrayed me.
But I really don't have anyone else but you right now. If you turn your back on me, then I have no one else to lean on, and you know that I really have nowhere else to go. I was brought up in an orphanage, and I don't really have any family or blood relations, so if you throw me away, then what could I possibly do?
Why should I have to worry about such things when it's just gonna give me a big headache, Frank? When I can just get a divorce and move back in with my parents, unlike you.
You are really going to divorce me even if I'm on my knees begging you like this?
Yes, Frank. How many times do I have to repeat myself?
Okay, fine. If that's what you really want, then I guess there's just no way around it. I don't want to hold on to someone so desperately and stoop to such low levels for someone who doesn't even want me. I don't have much more time to live anyway, so I guess I'll just be rolling around alone and then that'll be it. But since I have to go to hospitals for the cancer treatment and it'll cost me a lot of money, I can't take all of your assets, right? You're still healthy, so you can earn a lot more in the future, can't you?
What assets? We don't have anything like that.
What do you mean? Don't we have the $40,000 that we've saved up? Even if we get a divorce, then don't I get to keep half of it, which is $20,000? Don't tell me that you're going to try and take away all of the money from someone who is going to die soon. You're not some cold-blooded monster like that, are you?
What does it matter if I'm warm-blooded or cold-blooded right now? You betrayed me and cheated on me, and if we get divorced, then you have to pay me alimony anyway. But you can't really be going around with your diseased body and work to earn the money to pay for the alimony. So why don't you just give me the $20,000 instead of paying for the alimony and we can just call it even?
What? Are you serious right now? How could you do this to me? That's the absolute worst. You're such a greedy pig of a woman who is as ugly as she is hungry for money. If I have anything that I regret in my life, it's not being able to understand why God chose to spare a selfish, egotistical, and greedy woman like you. and instead decided to take me, who grew up without parents and just suffered through life. I am filled with so much anger and anguish right now.
I don't think you have so much time to laze around and think about silly things like that. Why don't you save some of that energy instead of wasting it on such stupid things and go find a new house to live in while you still can?
Huh? What did you say? Find a new house to live in?
Yeah, why are you so surprised? Did you forget that our house was bought by my parents under my name? When we divorce, I'm going to sell the house through a real estate agency and move back to my parents' house with our daughter. So please, try to get out of the house by next week. Oh, and don't think about trapping me with the excuse of our daughter. You never played with her once or paid any real attention to her. You never even gave her a warm smile, and she told me that she doesn't have any feelings towards you. So give up everything, just sign the divorce papers, and get out of the house.
How could you do this to me? You are worse than the devil himself.
I would like to tell you the same thing, to be honest. You didn't have anything to your name, but I married you because I trusted that you'd be a good, honest person. Now I see what sort of man you really are, and that your true character is just a piece of garbage. I thought that I could help heal you since you grew up without parents, and you must have suffered deep-seated wounds. But you're the type of person who decided to stomp on and tear up to shreds my unconditional love and well-intentioned wishes for you. I hate dealing with annoying procedures, so moving forward, I'm going to hire a lawyer to take care of everything. So please talk to the lawyer instead. Afterwards, I divorced my husband and got full custody over my daughter. The betrayal and hurt I felt was as big as my love and trust used to be for him. So I never contacted my ex-husband ever again after the divorce. But since he grew up as an orphan, and he was fighting cancer while living in a very cheap housing situation, my mom went to visit him a few times and brought him some food. She even brought our daughter to say a last goodbye to him a few days before he left this world. My ex-husband looked my daughter in the eye and said he was sorry while tears rolled down his face. I was told that he passed on and his spirit went back up to the heavens not long after. He had a precious family, but he didn't realize it. Instead, he betrayed his family and he ignored his conscience, which ended up bringing a sad ending to himself.
Babe, are you coming back from work soon?
Well, considering I finish work at 6 every day, then yeah, I'll be back soon.
Oh, that's good. Could you pop by the shops and pick me up a few things? The little man is seriously kicking up a fuss tonight, lol.
I guess. What do you want?
Well, some cheese and onion chips, some caramel ice cream, some pickles and pickled onions. I feel like I'm forgetting something.
Well, I'm sure you'll let me know when you think of them. You always do.
Huh? What's with the attitude?
What attitude?
Well, you just seem a bit, I don't know, annoyed with me? Have I done something?
Oh no, you can never do anything. I mean, you're pregnant, so you get a pass on everything.
Are you being sarcastic?
Are you seriously that stupid that you can't tell when I'm being sarcastic? Jeez, get a grip, why don't you?
But I don't get what's wrong. Why are you calling me stupid?
Ugh, forget it. I'm just tired from work. I'll get you the things from the shop, but I might be a bit late as I've got a bit of overtime work to do.
Oh, that's okay. I'll miss you until you get back, but me and the little man will be counting down the hours.
Great, can't wait to see you.
Neither can we. Plus, that ice cream is literally calling my name right now. I can almost hear it, lol.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll see you later then. Brandon? Where are you? It's quite a bit later than I thought you'd be getting back by. Is everything okay?
Jessica? What are you on about? It's not even that late. Why are you freaking out so much?
It's just, I think my water's broken.
Your what?
Yeah, the baby is definitely on the way.
Are you sure? I mean, it could be that thing, Braxton Hicks or whatever. That's when it's like, false labor, right? Yeah, it could be that.
I think I would know if I was in labor or not. The pain is almost unbearable. Plus, there's a big puddle on the sofa where I was sitting from where my water broke.
You mean you ruined the sofa? Jeez, Jessica, couldn't you have picked a better place to do that? Now I'm either gonna have to have the thing dry cleaned or just throw it out completely. Way to go. A new sofa isn't cheap, you know.
Seriously? I'm literally about to have a baby and you're freaking out over the couch?
Well, it was a good couch.
Whatever, Brandon. I need to go to the hospital right now. How far away are you?
I'm still at work. I won't be able to get to you for like 30 minutes.
What? Why are you still at work?
I told you I had overtime to do.
Well, I'm going to have to call an ambulance then. Look, just meet me at the hospital. I need to go right now.
Uh-huh. Sure.
Brandon, where are you? I'm literally about to have the baby now. The nurse is about to take me to the delivery room. Brandon? Brandon, why aren't you here still? I've had the baby. It was a boy. I've named him Dylan. But you completely missed the birth. I needed you here with me and you weren't there. Brandon. Mom, I really need you here.
Jessica, what is it? What's wrong?
Oh, Mom. I went into labor.
What? Why didn't you tell me sooner?
I was just in so much pain. I wasn't really thinking straight. Me and baby Dylan are both okay. Healthy and recovering.
Thank goodness. You did amazing, Jessica. Though I'm sure Brandon's already told you that. Make sure he looks after you properly. You're probably going to be on bed rest for the next few days, so he'll need to make sure you have everything you need to be comfortable.
He's not here, Mom.
What?
Brandon never showed up at the hospital.
I don't understand.
Brandon said that he had to work overtime tonight, so he was at the office late. My water broke whilst I was waiting for him, and I tried to tell him and ask him to take me to the hospital, but he said that he was still at the office, so I had to call an ambulance. Then, when I got to the hospital, I told him that I was about to go into the delivery room and that he needed to get to the hospital quickly. But by the time I gave birth and was awake enough to have visitors, he still wasn't here. I've tried calling him and texting him, but I'm not getting any response. I don't know what to do.
Okay. Calm down. I'm going to the hospital and we can sort things out from there. Just try and stay calm and don't stress yourself out too much. You just had a baby, so you need all the rest you can get, okay?
But what if something has happened to him? Like if he's gotten into an accident or something?
I'm sure he's fine, but we can discuss it a little bit more when I get to the hospital, okay?
Okay, but if he is okay, why isn't he here? I can't raise this baby by myself. I just know it will be impossible for me.
You can do anything you set your mind to, and I will always be here to help you out. We can do this together, but we're jumping to conclusions. Let's find out what's happened to Brandon first before we go making any other plans, okay?
Okay,
I'll be there soon. I love you, sweetie.
I love you too, Mom.
Hey, Jessica.
Brandon, are you okay? What happened? Where are you? Why aren't you here with me?
Yeah. About that. Look, to be quite honest, when you said that you were in labor, I kind of freaked out.
You freaked out?
Yeah, I don't know. Just when you said that the baby was coming, it really made me realize that this was actually happening. I was about to become a father, and I also realized that I didn't want that. Not yet, anyway. I'm so not ready to be a dad. I have so much more that I want to do with my life before settling down and becoming a father. Once I came to that realization, I just knew that I couldn't stick around. So I decided not to go to the hospital. If I don't want to be a part of the kid's life, then I shouldn't have anything to do with him.
You can't do that. You can't just decide that you don't want a kid and then abandon them. And me.
I don't see why I can't. I mean, it's my kid, so if I don't want it, then I don't want it. There's nothing you can really do about that.
You have a responsibility to me and this baby. You committed to having one. You can't just back out now.
Well, tough. It's what I'm doing.
Brandon?
Besides, my girlfriend isn't a big fan of children, and she never dated me if she knew I had a kid.
What? Your girlfriend? What are you on about? I'm your wife.
Yeah, but with you being pregnant lately, you've not exactly been... Well, you know, and even if you were up for a bit of fun, you've been way too fat for me to be attracted to you.
Why are you saying all of this? I thought you loved me.
Well, you're wrong. I mean, we had fun, but then you got pregnant and everything just became too real. So I decided to find someone else. She's really great too, so just forget me and don't tell the kid about me either. I don't want him to know who I am.
But,
See ya, Jessica. Good luck with the baby.
Brandon? Wait.
Hey, is this Jessica?
Hello? This is her. Who is this?
It's me, your husband, you know, Brandon?
Brandon? Jeez, it's been a while since I've heard from you.
Yeah, I was just messaging because I heard about your father passing away. Sorry about that.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, so how much has he left you?
I beg your pardon?
How much did he leave you in his will? Once your father passed away? I know you've come into a lot of money due to your father.
I got nothing from it.
Huh? What do you mean he left you nothing? He was loaded. He should have left you something.
What does it matter to you? You wouldn't get anything anyway.
Well, I'm your husband, so of course I'd get a half of whatever you get. It's just the way things go.
No it isn't. Even if we were still married, you wouldn't get any of my inheritance. That would be mine to do what I want with. Besides, I wasn't left anything. He gave everything he owned to my mom.
What?
Well, my mom and Dylan. I asked my dad to leave whatever he would give me to my son. He's going to need all he can get, and I am more than happy to give him everything I can.
Well then, I should get half of everything Dylan has, especially considering I'm his father.
You're not his anything. You lost every right to call yourself anything to him when you abandoned him.
But
No. Just because you've come sniffing around for some money and you've been told no, you have no right to get upset. Now, I'm going to go. I have to pick Dylan up from preschool.
hang on, we're not done talking yet. I know that you're lying to me. No father would leave their daughter with nothing. Now, I need that money. My girlfriend, you know, the one I was seeing?
You mean the one you were cheating on me with?
Whatever. Anyway, she found out that I have a kid and she was not happy.
Hang on. Was that the person who messaged me a couple weeks ago? She was so vile. She kept going on and on about how I was a bad person and how I had ruined her life and things like that. I mean, honestly, she was acting as if I was the other woman who had ruined her marriage with you or something stupid like that. She even dared to try and talk about Dylan and disrespect him. Obviously, I was not going to let her do that. I ripped into her and told her to never talk to me ever again.
Oh, so you were the one who was horrible to Katie. God, I'm glad I left you considering that's your true attitude. A vile woman.
No, that would be your girlfriend. Katie, was it? She was the one who was horrible. I was only defending myself and my son.
Look, it doesn't matter. After finding out I have a kid, Katie decided to literally clean me out. She took all my money from my bank account and ran away. Now I have no clue where she actually is, and I have no money to live off of. So that's why you need to give me your inheritance.
Oh, wow. Well, whilst that's a very sad story for you, it's not my problem. You were the one who wanted to be with that woman. So you have to deal with the consequences of being with her. Sucks for you, but oh well.
That's it? You're just gonna say, oh well, and not even help me out?
Pretty much. I like to think of this as karma. You cheated on me and then abandoned both me and Dylan. Now you're getting your karma for doing that.
But I...
Anyway, I've really got to go now. Dylan will be waiting for me. Good luck with your money problem. See ya. Oh, and don't bother messaging me again. I won't answer any more texts from you. Goodbye, Brandon. After being unable to locate Katie, Brandon tried to take my money yet again. However, because we had been separated for so long, he had no right to claim anything of mine, even if he decided to go to the courts. Looks like karma has definitely come back to get him. As for me and Dylan, we've been doing really well. We had to stay at my mom's house for a little bit whilst I got some money saved up. Eventually, I was able to move us into a new house which fits all of our needs. Dylan is really excelling in his preschool, and I am incredibly happy with how our lives have turned out. It's not easy being a single mom, but I love Dylan and I would do anything in the world for him.